Brandy, Beyoncé, Ray J situation, y'all aren't seeing it for what it is. Remember when Offset and Cardi B were getting divorced, and they basically confirmed that Sweetie didn't fuck Offset? But that was tea that we got way from Quavo from that song back in like 2021, whatever fuck year it was, around the time Takeoff was killed. Like, stuff like this feeds my soul because it confirms old mess that you've heard rumblings of. Because let's not forget, Beyonce is very relevant, but Brandy and her are absolutely peers. Like, in terms of, we were backstage together at these award shows. And let's also keep it a stack. Brandy was relevant before Beyonce in the early 90s, mid 90s, when they were still transitioning from Girls' Time to Destiny's Child, still working on getting the hits. Brandy already was, you see what I'm saying? Monica too, with the fucking sandals. Never meant to cause you much pain. But see, Monica was 12. Brandy was, they're peers, that's what I'm trying to say. And the vocal Bible has a reputation. You know? Sonya Norwood, a reputation. Things that we know. Shit, she just started fucking with Monica 2 years ago. And that wasn't even during the fucking verses during the pandemic. There was still some tension then. Like, Brandy has a very specific reputation. There have been rumblings for almost 3 decades about how that lady carries herself. No shade, love the vocal Bible, the only Cinderella we acknowledge. So the fact that Beyonce would come to 6 shows and not speak to you, oh, this has just confirmed so much old mess for me. This is, oh my God, it's so delicious. It's so delicious, y'all. I'm just like, oh my God. Now I have to go back deep into my Lipstick Alley Media takeout bag and remember the things that I've seen. Oh my God. I do need my older cousins. Like, a lot of people will call y'all aunties and uncles. Y'all are my older cousins because my parents are older, and my first cousins are absolutely in their 40s and almost 50s. So my cousins, tap in because I know y'all heard of the mess back in the day. We got to.
Can we say what is happening to Nicki Minaj is literally happening to Brandy as well? Like, I feel like these celebrities suffer from a power trip mindset where they wish that they were on some level of power only music could have given them. And when you think back, or when you think now, you have to be bigger than just music. And that's what Beyonce has done. It's just not just evolving as a musician, but evolving as herself, because she understood the business of music. And she wanted to do more than just being relevant in music. And if you just say, I've got the voice and only my voice can take me as far, then I'm sorry, Brandy. I'm sorry, Brandy. It's easier to just say, okay, Ray J can do all those things because he's got nothing to lose. You can easily hide behind your brother. And it's kind of like crazy. You know, it's just crazy just how things are moving and the times are changing and just people are just never really evolving. But I'm gonna take you guys back to what this lady is talking about, and we're gonna have like a detailed conversation because I'm just like you. Like, I didn't know if they even had a beef. I never even imagined Brandy and Beyonce having any beefs. But let's just discuss it because I love discussing things.
What I remember, and I did do a little bit of research before I made this video, so I'll catch you guys up. Brandy is not known for being a nice lady. We have to put that on the floor. She's already known for being an asshole. A lot of the starlets from her era, Monica included, have come out and have their own personal accounts that you can definitely Google and go through the Reddit deep dive. So I can only imagine that she wasn't that nice to Destiny's Child when they were coming up. There is said to be a moment where Kelly and Beyonce were like falling out. They weren't fooling with each other too much. Who knows? Kelly did allude to this in what song is that? But she alluded to it being a man encouraging it. What's that song where the nigga like, ain't that supposed to be your sister or whatever fuck he said the lyric was. But there have been rumblings that it happened before then, but you wouldn't really know because they were still with Destiny's Child. And I would think it'd just be more like a sister thing. Beyonce being the obvious front woman and just feelings. You know how that goes. Brandy was in I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I believe Kelly Rowland was in Scream. So there was a point where they were the two black girls in the big scary movies, and I'm not going to say that's how they got close, but my childhood recollection was that was how I put it together. Oh, they're both singers. They're both the black girls in the scary movies. And then being friends makes sense. There's a famous picture of Brandy with her daughter. Is it Sarai? I can't think of her daughter's name right now. And she was a baby with Kelly Rowland. They're just like out and about in LA. Also said that Brandy really wasn't fucking with how successful Beyonce's rise was. Because if we remember, Beyonce's Destiny's Child hit the scene. Beyonce bootylicious, and then the name Beyonce becomes synonymous with like, oh, well, you Beyonce. Synonymous with being fine, right? So Brandy wasn't a fan of that because Brandy was really the it girl for the 90s. She had Moesha, she had Cinderella, she had all the things, right? In addition to being the vocal Bible, obviously. And she had the Barbie doll. Yeah, I had the Brandy Barbie. Blogs was saying Brandy told Kelly to stop being friends with Beyonce. I think more specifically, stop living in her shadow, because in the early 2000s specifically, even though Beyonce was an obvious front woman, Kelly Rowland was doing her damn thing. Like, it was Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle. I'm going to take a slight right turn here. This goes to show the work ethic that everyone who has encountered Beyonce talks about, especially, like, I'm thinking of an interview recently of LaToya Luckett talking about even when they were in Destiny's Child together and they were just being teenagers and wanted to go play and take a break, B never took a break. I really think it's multiple things that make Beyonce, like Beyonce up here that we know, but it really is that work ethic, because I feel if Kelly had possibly had that work ethic, she would be the same level, because Kelly was getting that shine. I definitely remember stuff where it wasn't Beyonce, it wasn't Michelle, it was just like Kelly. Interviews with just Kelly. It was just Kelly doing stuff. Even LaToya Luckett had her own moment, and that was a few years after she left Destiny's Child, and Michelle was on the Christian tip in Broadway and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just did a really quick, brief Reddit deep dive to confirm the things I'm saying. Like, oh, I'm remembering this correctly. Thank you. My messy memory serves me well. But some new information I just got is one of Brandy's old songwriters, TC, went on Twitter about 2015, 2016 and aired it out that Brandy got mad at him for taking a picture with Beyonce. It was obviously 9-10 years ago at this point, but you also have to think the point in which all the mess between Kelly, Brandy, Beyonce is happening, that's in the very early 2000s. That's like 2002, 2003. So that confirms that mess had led all the way up, took us to 2016, summer 16, which makes it even more believable that the mess has carried us into 2025, going into 2026. And lest we forget, one thing about Beyonce, she don't do shit directly, right? We've only seen pictures from like 2 of the shows, I want to say. So finding out that she went to 6, because Kelly, that's her sister, and she was having a good time with her sisters and her peers. Because the thing about the Boys Mind Tour, we've been seeing like a lot of stars from that era come out to support them. So that's like giving class reunion. Beyonce is in the mix. She's just making sure Brandy all the way on the other side of the room, she don't fool with her. And that's so funny to me. Like, bitch, exactly. We ain't never fooled with each other. Why are we gonna take a picture together? Unfortunately, I agree. That's if we ain't fooled with each other 20 years ago, we ain't gotta fool with each other now. And fuck your little brother. I do have to say, what Ray J did, that's some shit Darrington would do. But since you know, I'm gonna pretend I'm Beyonce and fuck Darrington. It's very snide. Like, think about the whole Khalees shit when on what was that, Renaissance, and she just silently took them.
Beyonce said it best. She ain't no diva. Brandy and Beyonce avoiding each other backstage at the Boys Mind Tour, it comes down to envy. That's my personal opinion, and I could very well be wrong. But on one end, Beyonce just don't mess with Brandy, because Brandy moves a really funny way. Let's be honest. The way she told Kelly way back when they were having that little conversation and saying that Kelly was dark-skinned as if she's not dark-skinned. Also, Brandy has a history. Like, remember that time she got into that car accident and killed a family? Y'all remember that? And then her brother is Ray J. Let's be honest. But I really think that Brandy feels deep down, as the diva that she is, that she should have had the level of success that Beyonce now has. The relevance that Beyonce now carries. Because Beyonce in her own right can be comparable to Michael. Like, she is a well-known star. She's a superstar. You go to other countries and mention Brandy, people are going to look at you like you crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just think it comes down to the diva complex. Like, they're both divas in their own right. But this has gone back decades. Like, Aretha Franklin ain't too much mess with Shaka Khan. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. And even Mariah Carey, who does she give flowers to? Not really anybody, because she's a diva. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like it just comes down to the fact that Beyonce came to pay her respects, you know what I'm saying, being Beyonce, because she loves to give her flowers. And Monica and Beyonce are pretty cool. But I just think that Brandy is so prideful. Like, she is really prideful in who she is. She's been in the game a long time. I'm not saying she's been in it longer than Beyonce, but she kind of had. And I think deep down inside, there's a bit of jealousy there. There's a bit of envy going on there. And plus, Beyonce is a perfectionist. Like, she's a Virgo. You know, I'm not saying anything bad about Brandy. She's an Aquarius. I am too. But it's just the fact that Beyonce carries herself. She associates with certain people. And I just don't think Brandy one of them people, to be honest.
Beyonce has made it a part of her brand to give people their flowers. She makes sure that people that are important to her, that she feel like matters, or all of the things that she acknowledges them. We've seen it in her white flowers. We see it in her posts and things like that. I'm saying it to say if Beyonce is not fucking with somebody, it's for a reason. I know that we have love and respect for Brandy because she is a vocal Bible and all of those things, and those things are still very much true. But she still shared the blood with Ray J. She got the same mama and daddy as Ray J. Monica slapped her ass for a reason. I believe Beyonce don't even have a personal beef with her. She just don't like how she be moving. And you know Beyonce is going to stay far, 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 far away from weird ass bitches. Brandy fans, don't come in my comments. I don't want to hear it. Your girl got a history. We just going to leave it at that.
Yo. Yo, there is video of that cowgirl in the vocal spreadsheet crossing paths backstage at the tour. I'm about to show y'all the video, right? And then I'm going to show y'all what the video reminded me of. So in the video, as you can see, it looks like that cowgirl is walking towards the way that Brandy is walking from. However, I guess they was like, hey, move out the way, and that cowgirl moves over to the side, right? And Brandy walks through, and they have no interaction at all. Now let me play... Now let me show you what this video reminds me of. Because hear me out. In the video that they have of that cowgirl and Brandy crossing paths, it literally looks like that lady was like, oh no, I'm not doing this. She disappeared completely from the fucking frame. It absolutely looks like she moved completely out of the way so that she did not have to cross paths with Brandy. And I'm sorry, you cannot convince me otherwise. The way she bobbed and weaved out of that fucking camera and they had no interaction. Like, nobody in their camp said, hey, here's Beyonce, hey, here's Brandy. Ty was standing right there. They don't like each other. They do not like each other, and that's okay.